In NHS or in nursing homes, you can have the opportunity of being sponsored through these programs or through these courses. Your pay can be as high as £30 per hour. Yeah, you heard me right. Your pay can be as high as £30 per hour. Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time ever coming across one of my videos, my name is Elizabeth and I'm a YouTuber based in the United Kingdom, a nurse, and on this channel we talk about nursing, beauty, lifestyle and vlogs. So if you'll be interested in any of those things I mentioned, make sure you click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell notification beside it so you get notifications each time I drop a new video. And for as many that are returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate how you're helping me to grow this community. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. So in today's video, it's a kind of requested video and like people really want to know the differences between working with the NHS, with nursing homes and with agency, those three. So people will really like to know what the differences are like and things that differentiate them, why they should work in NHS or why they should work in nursing homes or why they should work at an agency. Basically, I'm not going to advise anybody on which of these three you should work with, but if you really know what you want, then you can decide. Since if you have two different employment opportunities, you have to weigh your chances and know which one is the best for you. So I'm going to just be discussing differences between these three based on things I feel significant differences basically. So without wasting much time, let's get into the video. I'm basically going to be talking about these three based on three categories. One of them is career progression, the second is the pay, and the third is the interprofessional relationships. First and foremost, the NHS is National Health Service, and it's basically like the government hospitals we have in our countries. Nigeria, for an example, the NHS can be likened to government-owned hospitals, while nursing or care homes can also be likened to private hospitals, while agency is just like you're working with an agent and they can easily place you in either a NHS or a nursing home to work for a period of time. So if you are working with an agency, you're basically not a permanent staff, you're a temporary staff. But if you are working with NHS and nursing homes, I mean, if you get your employment contracts directly from these two I mentioned, then you're a permanent staff. So the first thing I'm going to be discussing is career progression. I, as a person, believe that your career progression basically depends on you. Nobody can grow your career for you. Nobody can grow your passion for you. It all depends on what you want. So I've heard a lot of people say in nursing homes or in care homes you cannot progress career wise, which I feel is a lie. If you really want to progress in your career, it's a thing of the mind. It's basically what you really want. So you have to take every opportunity or you have to take every chance you get to progress in your career. What I'm just going to say is that career progression in the NHS might be a little bit easier than nursing homes, in the sense that your NHS trust fund might be willing to sponsor they might be willing to sponsor your degree, your masters, and things related to educations like that, which in nursing home might be quite difficult. And also career progression in NHS is can be likened to Nigeria. For an example, we have as an entry-level nurse, you are a nursing officer 1, and as time goes on, you move to the post of the chief nursing officer, and things like that. And in the NHS, your entry level is as a band 5 nurse. So as time goes on, you also increase your band, you also move upwards band wise. That's for the NHS. While in nursing homes, you have the opportunity to move to the level of the home manager, the deputy home manager, regional manager, or you can be an in-house trainer as a nurse. That is also a progression in your career. And if you want to probably go for your degree course or for your master's course, there are a lot of online courses now that one can easily go through, and you can have maybe like an agreement with your home or with your company So you can have an agreement with them and they can decide to sponsor you if they are capable. But in agency, if you are working as an agency nurse, it might be quite difficult for you to progress, in that you are not a permanent staff of any of these hospitals. So it's very difficult for you to progress on the job. Yeah, let me put it that way. It can be very difficult for you to progress on the job. And another thing is that in NHS or in nursing homes, you can have the opportunity of being sponsored through these programs or through these courses. But as working as an agency nurse, the only thing that you'll be able to do is to sponsor yourself, because you have the money, if that makes sense. So you'll be able to sponsor yourself in agency, and trust me, that might be like a kind of difficult task, but then you can pull through if you are really determined to do it. Point I'm going to be talking about is the pay. I realize a lot of people are really interested in the pay in nursing home and in the NHS. Some people are not really interested in agency, but I'm going to be discussing the pay for all three of them right now. So first and foremost, the pay in NHS is a little bit lower to the pay you get in nursing home, and the pay in nursing home is lower than the pay you get if you are working as an agency nurse. Firstly, as an entry-level nurse, just coming from your country of practice or where you studied, and coming to the UK as a nurse, firstly, you will not get the pay as a registered nurse. You won't be paid the regular amount of pay that a registered nurse gets. You are going to be paid as a pre-registered nurse. Pre-registered nurse in the sense that you haven't done your OSCE and you don't have your PIN yet, so you are not yet classified as a nurse in the UK. I feel a lot of people don't know about this, but I'm giving you an hint, guys. Don't think that immediately you enter the UK, bam, you are going to start working as a nurse. No, you might start working as an healthcare assistant or as a carer until you get your PIN. So the pay of a pre-registered nurse in the NHS varies between 8.5 pounds to 11 pounds, and this pay I'm talking about actually depends on your location. That's where your trust fund is situated. It also depends on the number of hours you work in a week. But as an entry-level nurse, you have the opportunity of working about 36.5 hours to 39 hours per week. That's like what most of the contract says. That's the amount of hours you can work in a week. Also, if after your OSCE, then you can be paid as much as 11 to let's say 14 pounds in NHS, which also depends on your location. Depending on the location, what I'm talking about here means that if you're working in England, places like London and all of that, your pay is definitely going to be higher than somebody working in Northern Ireland, Scotland and places in the north, basically. So your pay is going to be higher. Now to the pay in nursing homes. As an entry-level nurse, pre-registered nurse again, your pay is going to vary between 11 pounds to 14 pounds per hour. And after your OSCE, your pay can be between 14 pounds to 20 pounds per hour. You can make as much as 20 pounds per hour if you are working in a nursing home, which also depends on your location. If you are working in say in London as a nurse in a nursing home, you might be paid like 20 pounds per hour. But if you are working in a place like Northern Ireland, you might be paid about 16 to 17 pounds per hour. If you're working as an agency nurse, your pay can be as high as 30 pounds per hour. Yeah, you heard me right. Your pay can be as high as 30 pounds per hour. But I feel like if you work as an agency nurse, you are not a permanent staff, and you might just get 2 shifts in a week, which I feel is a little bit small. But anyhow, and sometimes you might not even get any shifts per week. Yeah, you heard me right. So I feel it balances out, and then most times you get paid double when you work nights or weekends or bank holidays. You get paid double. Double your pay per hour. So yeah, that I think that's it about the pay. If you have any other question, feel free to drop it in the comment section, or you can as well send a DM to me on Instagram. I'm going to be leaving my Instagram handle somewhere here, so just send a DM. I'll be glad to answer. One last thing I'm going to be talking about is the interprofessional relationship. I know this can be a little bit difficult if you are working as an agency nurse, because of course you won't be posted to the same place every month, and or let me even say every week, or let me say every of your shifts. You won't be posted to the same place, so it might be very difficult for you to make interprofessional relationships. Unlike in the NHS, you have different, variety of professions coming in every day to assess your patients. So it might be way easier to, know what goes on within other professions. So it might be very easy for you if you're working with NHS. And if it's the nursing home, not a lot of professionals come in. Very few, I would say a very few number of professionals come in actually, and that might be a little bit difficult as well to interact with other professions. And another thing I forgot to mention is that in the NHS you have the opportunity of going around various units. You can today work in ICU, tomorrow in med-surg ward, acute ward. It's very easy to gather experience here and there from different units, which you won't have the opportunity of doing if you are in a nursing home. Nursing home sometimes basically has just two units. That's the nursing unit and the dementia unit, and that's it. So you might not have the opportunity of gathering experience here and there, but trust me, you feel what nursing is like, and you have the ample time to relate with your residents very well. You have enough time to care for them, and you can know a full history of your resident, unlike in the NHS where you might have one contact with the patients and that's it. So yeah, I feel like those are the major differences between the three. I believe there are other differences, but those are the three major differences that I'm going to be discussing in this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, give this video a like, and don't forget to surely subscribe to this channel for more interesting stuffs like this. And I'll be glad if you subscribe. Thank you in advance. Yeah, so we've come to the end of this video. Make sure to give this video a like, big thumbs up, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.